All right, let's get this thing started here. It is another Monday. It's another My Monday. Kevin Shanner. Oh, dear Kevin Shanner showing up in the chat to everybody. Yikes. He says to Lapone's fetching, which I say that, but wow, Lapone. I'm sorry you broke your phone. I'm sorry I had to make a new Discord account, buddy. I'm very, very sorry. That sucks. That very, very much sucks. But you got a new phone, which is kind of nice. You know, is it a new iPhone? What'd you get? What'd you get? Cope, how you doing, bud? It's good to see you. A week ago today, we played some Rimworld on stream, and that's what I'm doing again tonight. Canal water. Yeah, man, you gotta... did you check that phone for crocs or alligators? Because sometimes they sneak in little crevices, you know? You gotta be careful. You got the newest Galaxy. Samsung Galaxy. Okay, cool. S25. Good choice. Solid products. So a week ago today, we I played Rimworld on stream. And had a bit of fun. And it's been a week, and I've been playing a lot of Rimworld off stream. And I just wanted to show you guys just some of the progress that's been made. Let me just see if I can find like a zoomed out part here. Yeah, that's close enough. I don't want you here anymore. Alays was here. No, that's not it. Come on. Where was that? There we go. Yeah, mute myself. No! Trying to find a good part for my last stream, and I thought I had a good part queued up, but apparently I do not. And the preview on YouTube is failing me. All right, hold on. Let me go back to what I had here. One more second. But anyway, so I've done a lot of work. We're going to be doing some interesting things today, which I'm hinting at through the stream title. Let me see here. Upgraded super cheap too. My Verizon got my discounts galore, which saved me a good amount. Good. Yeah, they have a whole special going on S25, so you should have gotten it pretty much for free, frankly. I can't speak for Florida, but I know up here in the DC area, they're all going for free on trade-in if you haven't traded in over a year or two. All right, Ahab. Oh, damn it, I missed it. Hold on. I gotta catch this at the right point. And come on. There we go. Close enough. All right. Got my PlayStation account on my laptop PC, so now I don't need to regrind everything. Hey, that's good. Good job, Ducky. New phone, save money. I'm seeing more positive and negatives. Like, yeah. Why can't you see the game? Because you're seeing my beautiful face right now. I haven't put it on the screen where you can see the game yet. That's why. I'm about to, though. So, last Monday, we were playing with this. This is my stream screen from last Monday. I'm sorry, those of you on TikTok, you only get half of it. You're not going to be able to see everything that's over here on the right-hand side. But you can see, for those of you on Twitch and YouTube, I had this whole plan right here, right? These white spots. I had some bedrooms here, some bedrooms here. Had this hallway going. Nothing right here. Nothing over here. Nothing down here. It's been a productive week. What's up, Josh Pyle? So, this is what things look like now. Where do I begin? So, let's start here. I have converted what was a rec room and a separate dining room into a giant combination rec room, throne room, dining room. And that's because I have two characters that are a member of the royalty DLC caste system. And they need this splendiferous room at the top level once they ascend that far. Also, I've gone from 12 characters to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 adults, 3 kids, and a baby. And that's because I added the what is it called? Biotech DLC, which adds kids to the game. Scary to me that they put kids in this game, but adds a very unique element to things where you can genetically modify kids and stuff like that. I haven't reached that point yet, but is this a Prison Tycoon kind of game? So it looks very similar to Prison Tycoon. This came before Prison Tycoon, but is very similar. This is much more in depth than Prison Tycoon. The reason I got Biotech is because I wanted bots running around, and bots come into play in just a minute. I'll explain that in a minute. But okay, so I expanded this right here, and I made a combination throne room, dining room, rec room. Okay, I gave all of the bedrooms plush carpeting.
Throwing flashbang.
I finished my project over here that we can go back to here and see was just an outline, and I had just started that room right there, right? So you guys can see how up here there's a wall for the dining room, right? And then all of these bedrooms here, they only had tiles. Hey, Hitman, what's going on? Stems, what's going on? I also didn't have extended security up here behind the players here. And I had nothing down in here, right? So I've added, as I said, plush carpeting, comfy chairs to all the rooms. I've added a chem fuel refinery just over on the other side of a wall, which this one wall should suffice in case any of these go boom. I have added a little Tykes playroom. This is for the kids. A school space, a learning space for the kids, which they desperately need as they grow and learn. And this is actually going to be too small. I'm going to have to move the little Tykes playroom somewhere else. There used to be batteries in this space, right? But I moved them over here into this section of the mountain. And I have made 5 new bedrooms because we're literally down to 2 unowned bedrooms that were vacant, and one of them is going to belong to little Billy here, little Billy Sawyer. Hey, kitty, what's going on? By the way, what does ATG mean on your Pro PFP? That is Ahab the Gamer, because I call myself Ahab, and so do all my buddies. And Ahab the Gamer. Should you start playing Rimworld? What is the premise of this game? The gist of the game is that it is a colony builder. And the vanilla version of the game is you choose three colonists from 5 to deploy on a world that is basically, if you think of like the Star Wars universe, that is like in the Outer Rim or like the unknown regions. It is a completely backwards world with, you know, there are some other people that have crash landed as well, but there's like barbarians and stuff on the world. So it's your job to make a successful colony, make crops, keep your people happy and healthy. And the vanilla version of the game, ended over here. In Starship, after Starflight Basics and Starship stuff here. Because you can make a very rudimentary starship and get you off-world, and that's when you won the game, right? Should you get Rimworld is the question. Rimworld, let me put it this way. If you play other games like this, if you enjoy Factorio, if you've played Prison Architect, if you've liked Prison Architect, if you enjoyed... I don't know other games to list. If you like city builders, right? This is both the most relaxing game and the most crazy game you'll ever play, because it's up to you how you want to play it. I'm revisiting it because I've never played it in a relaxing setting. I've always played it in the vanilla setting where the game scales as your base grows and you gain more wealth. And what I mean by that is... you see how my wealth has gone up? Right? Like, if I was playing this on its vanilla difficulty setting, I would have been annihilated a long time ago, pretty much from day one. Because the game scales difficulty with wealth. And the wealth is based on everything you have in your base, not just money. Every bed, every chest of drawers, every piece of mechanics, every air conditioning unit, every piece of clothing. That's how your wealth is calculated. Every piece of electronics. So you can make this one of the most chill base building games you'll ever play in your life, and you'll enjoy it. Or if you want to punish yourself, go watch someone like Ambiguous Amphibian on YouTube, or The World versus Andrew, or Andrew versus the World, or something like that on YouTube as well. Those are 2 popular Rimworld content creators that take Rimworld to its crazy side. Oh God, what's that dude's name? Oh, he's a British guy. He talks about tea all the time, and he breaks games. Like, he finds bugs to exploit. He's got an exploit for the most recent DLC that just released 2 weeks ago that is blowing my mind. Is hilarious. I don't have the balls to pull it off yet. But anyway, the premise of this game at its base is to build a colony and get them all off the planet, back into civilization, while surviving random things like, you know, Buffalo going crazy and getting raided by pirates, and having mech robots attack your base, and random things called boomalopes just exploding. All right, Hitman, have a good one, bud. Ever played Borderlands? Yes, I played Borderlands 1 and 2. So anyway, let's just go back and review everything I've done in the last week. Converted this to royalty. Converted all the bedrooms to lush bedrooms. The 2 members that are part of the caste system is this guy right here. You can see his bedroom's a little bit bigger, and that's because it's required that he's bigger. Same with this one. This one's just a little bit bigger because he's a member of the caste system. the tech fuel thing. Robot making, gene splicing for when I need to do that. I've added, because even though I'm playing on a very chill setting, I want to make sure I have the ability to quickly convert from outside crops to inside crops if I need to. And these 2 rooms will be doing that. School that I moved the batteries over here. I moved my orbital trade beacon was like over here by the door, and that wasn't really working out for me. So I moved it over here and I put it inside. This will come into play later. I'll get into what that is later. I have a couple of shelves to hold silver over here because this is how I communicate with passing ships in space that are trading. I've added what I call present delivery items, and we'll get more into that in a minute because that's I'm going to share something with you guys that I'm having a blast doing, and makes me laugh. I am annexing more land. Oh, we found every map has something called an ancient. What is this called? An ancient. Basically, this is a room filled with trouble, filled with bad things that could very easily just work your base over if you don't take things right. And a huge raid. This is the side of the map, and raids come in from the sides of the map or from drop pods, like the ones I showed you down here. Raids can come in through drop pods. I had a huge raid come in right here. There's like 12 people that popped in the map from right here. And they were like, oh, I'm just going to break this door open right here and bust in here. And basically they had it all out in here and killed each other. It was great. Every super dangerous thing in here was basically, there was only 2 super dangerous things left. And that allowed me to kite them all the way back to my base, to my super new defensive system that I have set up. Oh, I forgot I got to make a freaking wall there. And they went through here, took all damage from all those things, and then came to my kill space and got shot here pretty nicely. Does everyone watch on YouTube now? No. There's a few people that are on Twitch and a few people on TikTok. And the fact that I know there's quite a few people that still prefer Twitch is the reason I'm still streaming on Twitch. So yeah, I'm annexing some land here that has to do with this. And this, you see it says Grav Engine. And what this is the most recent DLC that just downloaded called Odyssey, which takes spacefaring in this game to a whole nother level. And yeah, so we'll probably be talking about that like another 2 weeks from now, because I got things I got to do in my base. Right. So the title of the stream is Presence Rimworld Style. So when you make a bot, when you make a mech, right? I've got 2 cleaning mechs, a building mech, and 2 lifter mechs. So basically 2 mechs, their sole purpose is to roll around my base 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and clean. Great. 2 of them are, their sole purpose for the same time period is to just grab things and bring them where they're supposed to be. Okay, great. One mech is one mech that just rolls around and builds, but I basically have an army of builder people. But anyway, so when you make mechs, part of the mech making process is one of the results is a byproduct called toxic waste, or in this case, toxic waste packs. And if you don't keep them frozen, which I'm doing pretty good now, they degrade and they basically turn a huge area into a toxic waste dump. But so with Rimworld, with many games, I don't like to YouTube things. Like, I like to try and figure things out for myself. And I very quickly realized that having toxic waste dump on your base is very bad, right? That's really bad for, I mean, we know that from real life. But in Rimworld, it's even more so. So I was looking, I admit I looked on Reddit because Rimworld has ways of dealing with everything that comes up in the game. Whether it's being a pirate band. By the way, look at my storage room here, right? See how chock-a-block that is? Look at it here. It's like virtually empty a week ago. Anyway. So you can make a pirate band, and your only premise, you could basically completely storyline yourself into being a pirate band where all you do is capture people, harvest their organs and their limbs, and sell them to other tribes and empires that are in your save. You can be just whatever you want to be, right? But there's always a way of dealing with something in this game. Everything that comes up in this game you can deal with in many different ways, right? So, obviously one of the ways you deal with toxic waste is, is you just let it sit in your storage unit for quite some time until you have the ability to research a waste pack atomizer, which is super deep in the research tree and requires a nano chip, a specific special thing that you have to get before you can even research that. So there's that, right? Leave it to the longtime players of this game to come up with another way to deal with it. So the main reason I built these pods is because they're my gift giving. They're my gift giving things. Okay, and what I mean by gift giving is, you know, sometimes I've got a good bit of silver coin and gold and other stuff, and sometimes, you know what, I'll go in the world and I'll just be like, you know what, I'm feeling generous. I'll just drop a gift on a friend, right? Just drop a gift on a friend. If I wanted to, I could use those drop pods to raid one of my enemies, right? I got better ways of raiding enemies now that I have my shuttles, which hopefully I'll show you here in a little bit. But using that gift-giving premise, who wants to guess, based upon the fact that I just talked about the Tox packs, and my gift-giving items, who wants to guess what I like to do? And while you guys are thinking, I am going to give you a hint. Oh, I've already got a bunch in there. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, yes. Thank you, Duck. That is exactly the case. I send very special gifts to very special enemies in this game. And the reason I call them special enemies is because... no. Yeah, I want to go to max. Yes, okay. Accept that. So, I just had to... Sorry, I had to pause and think there for a second. And let me do it to this one to make sure I've got this one going as well. Where are they? Accept. Yeah, so in this game, every save has factions, right? And this doesn't show all the factions. And TikTok, you're not able to see this side of things, but I'll show you in a second. Every save has factions. Some you're going to be inherently cool with, and others you're going to be inherently permanently hostile with. And in this case, there's a pirate gang. You know, there's two gangs that I am permanently hostile with. The Galga League, they're a savage tribe. And I feel kind of bad for them because they're literally... Their leader is named Hamster. And they're savages. And, you know, they don't really know any better, right? But the Shivs are a pirate gang. And even though this is a very chill version of this game, like I've set it up to be super chill and not get rated too heavily, the Shivs have been a pain in my butt. So what does Ahab do? Ahab goes to the world and says, where are shivs? Well, let's see here. Here's a shiv encampment right here. Right there. Here's another shiv encampment right there. There's a shiv encampment. Basically, anywhere there's a red X is an encampment of the shivs. And what's funny is, just because they're shivs doesn't mean that they're cool with other shivs. I've seen them attack each other. It's on a very random thing. Not in this save, but in others. But anyway, so Alex, thanks for the like and the follow on TikTok. I appreciate that. So I've tried sending the Tox packs to Tundra, and basically impassable mountain tundra, where the average temperature is 10 degrees Fahrenheit year-round, which means theoretically that they'll be frozen all the time. And I lost points with some of my friends because they said, hey, you're polluting the environment. And I was like, well, I'm not really polluting the environment. It's frozen. They're not doing anything. And they're like, no, you're polluting the environment. Sorry, we don't like you anymore. But we still like you because it's only going to affect our... It's like a slap on the wrist. Just a little slap, right? I also tried shooting it into this volcano, and it didn't work. It did not go into the volcano. It created a toxic mess there, which I can't clean up, and I'm just not going to, because this shiv base, they're permanently hostile, right? They're just permanently hostile. Goovy on Twitch, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. So I thought about sending it here because this was the furthest away from my base, but I don't like that it's on a crossroads of these ancient highways, right? And I considered sending it over here because this is a desert, but again, it's on roads and it's actually kind of near these other settlements, and I didn't want to risk those other settlements. Like, I'm kind of nice in that way. So yeah, I've sent it to these guys like a couple times. I don't know. I'm not going to go over to this base to see how bad it is. But anyway, ready for launch? Excellent. You can see I've got a line here on the map as to how far I can send these things, right? So we're just going to go right here. And, oh, I'm sorry. Goodbye. Wait for it. Pollution has increased by 1.3% at blah, 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 blah. The shivs have been angered, parentheses, polluted base. There is no relationship knock with any other faction other than the shivs. And it doesn't matter to me because the shivs are permanently hostile. So let's send another one. Oh, wait, no. It's still waiting to... I'm sorry, that one's not ready to be loaded. It needs 5 more Tox packs. Oh, I don't have 5 more Tox packs. Well, hopefully we have 5 more by the end of stream so we can send them another present. But anyway, yeah, so no more Tox problem on my map. For the record, as fun and happy as I am about this in a video game, this happens in real life, where developed nations, like the United States, like China, and like all over Europe, they get all their stuff together, put it on boats, and send it to other places in the world. A couple of them being Bangladesh, and other places in that area where they break down ships, and other places around the world. So it happens on this planet in real life, and it's not a fun thing. Back to the fun. So what I was doing earlier, before I started stream, was I realized I have a lot of stuff here that's taking up a lot of room, that I don't need to have taking up a lot of room. Like, for example, wood. When I first started playing this game, shelves have been in this game for, I think, almost the start. And I bought Rimworld before there was any other DLC. I'm talking, I think, as far back as 2012. Shelves were just basically something that was supposed to be pretty. And you put one thing on a shelf, and it made everything, it took away the modifier that something sitting on the ground was ugly, right? But then, like 2 or 3 years ago, they modified the shelves, and they said each shelf can hold a triple stack of whatever is on that spot in the ground. So, for example, you can see I have large shelves here, so I've got 2 triple stacks of wood. And that has made a lot of space in my storage unit. So while I am waiting for my folks to build up my walls for what I'm doing over here, which I'll get into later, we're going to work on this just a little bit and just let these guys run around. Ah, you can see one of my folks butchering one of the animals we keep for food. I will probably make shelves in the cooler here too, to hold all this stuff. Okay, so furniture, shelf, 1, 2. The only problem with shelves is that each individual shelving unit is like a storage unit. And when they are first made, when they are first brought in an instance, they are open to everything. So your colonists are very quick to be like, oh, there's extra storage space, and they literally just jam everything they can in there, and it looks like, you know, a teenager's closet. So, yeah, we're just gonna do that. Let's speed this up a little bit. Whee! All right. That's one shelving unit. This one I need to clear all, find wood, and that's the only thing I want in that one. Nope, see? They beat me to the punch. Clear all, wood. Now, I might not have enough wood to put there. So, yeah. Let's see. What do I want to do here? All right, so they're stacking wood there. Cool. Cool. Now, I'm not going to fill up my whole storage unit here with shelves. I just want to... The stuff that I know I have a lot of, like in this case, I've got steel. That's another one I'm going to make some shelves for. Wool, cloth. I'm going to make a whole bunch of shelves for that stuff, because that's taking up a lot of space in what is otherwise just a lovely large storage unit. Okay. Structure. Nope. Furniture. Where they at? Wooden shelf. Okay. Don't know if I think I'm going to go... Yeah, I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yep, see? They're just throwing stuff on the shelves. See? Look at that. Just... Oh, we got shelf space. We're just going to chock-a-block full. And the cool thing about shelves is it doesn't have to be one thing, right? It could just be 3 stacks of something on one side, right? So there's 3 stacks right there. It's a stack of leather, a stack of iron, and a stack of cloth. Oh, who's pregnant? Dominguez. That'll be baby number 2 for Dominguez. Man, that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, I gotta do something about this. Unfortunately, I'm in this big project here. Let me think about this for 2 seconds. Is there any other space up here I can use that? There. Just mumbling to myself. I don't want to dig out something new for this. I guess I'm going to have to. Well, they're up here most of the time anyway, right? So... You know what? Here, this is what I'll do. Orders, mine. Let's mine that out. And then we'll move that there. We'll put a wall there. We'll dig that out. There we go. Okay. All right, so... Okay. So down here, I'm going to put cloth of various sorts. Clear all cloth. Clear all cloth. Clear all cloth. This one I'm also going to clear all cloth. Clear all cloth. Clear all cloth. That's a lot of cloth storage. These I'm going to... Oh, you can't mass change things? That's a shame. Wool. I'm going to clear all and just make that open to wools. Clear all wools. Clear all wools. Clear all wools. Clear all wools. Do you use the S key to go up or the W key to go up in War Thunder in plane? I don't use the W or S key to go up. I mouse. The W key is throttle and the S key is the W key is increased throttle and the S key is reduced throttle. All right. So let's get our folks to reorganize that for a minute. Yes, my little ants. Yes. All right, we're going to... Actually, wait a second. I need to come back down here for a second. Okay. So they're getting that organized. Slowly but surely. We are going to make some more of these wooden shelves right up here. It's fine. Don't care. And here we go. Now this is going to be steel. Right? Yeah, steel. Because these are going to be pretty much all steel. I've got so much steel, I've got to... reorganize. It's not even funny. All right, let's just see how steel looks after I do that. All right, we're slowly getting a handle on things here. Kind of. Not really. Like you can see, they snuck in some hay and some corn back here. You think I don't see that? All right. We still have some steel. We have 4,700 steel in inventory. There, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 left. Dang. All right. Well. I'm going to put 2 stacks of steel down here. And I'll tell you what I'm actually doing here. I'm thinking about where they most commonly will need steel, right? So they'll need steel, they'll grab steel and they'll come back in here. And they'll grab steel and they'll come back and build out here. So I kind of want steel the closest to the doors because it is one of my most heavily used resources. So I will go like that. Like that. I don't know if that'll work. Who's starving? Oh. Well, why didn't you feed yourself before feeding your baby? Goodness me. Oh, check it out. We'll slow this down. Protein is putting on a concert for everybody. And he's playing the harpsichord. And the party's over. Concert is concluded. So that's like a social buff that everybody gets. Oh wait. No. We still haven't made any toxic. Oh wait, we do have them. What's going on here? Load them up. We must. The pirates are expecting our gift. Oh no. There we go. The pirates are expecting our gift. You must. My goodness. It is very dark down there. Let's put a light there. And a light there. That'll help. What do you have? You just randomly hauled baby food that needs to be kept in the refrigerator? What's wrong with you? I am trying to get rid of yaks, so here's what I'm going to do there. I'm going to take... No. What? Baby food is not a meal? I am so confused. All right, well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Wow, I got 20 peeps now. So we got to make sure that we have, like... I mean, honestly... building all that stuff and having 2 stacks of each is more than enough meals for everybody for a couple of days. All right. So what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What am I doing? I need to shrink that by 2. That's not what I did. I'm going to go to zone, stockpile zone, storage, clear all, baby food. I want a specific space in the freezer for baby food. All right, and then shelf, clear, steel. Clear. Oh, no. Steel. All right, now we're going to speed things up again. Oh, hey! Our transport pod is loaded. It is about time we sent off more gifts. Bye-bye! On that note, since we just did an autosave, let us do a normal save, because once you get into like 4 or 5 autosaves in stock settings, that means normally there's going to be some sort of surprise coming your way. All right, how are my walls over here? They are coming along nicely. Pollution has increased by 1.3% at blah, 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 blah. The shivs have been angered. Polluted base. Yes, well, maybe they should stop being pirates. And look at this. Little Amanda. Little Amanda is 5 years old and 47 days. And right now she is reading Onesian's Analysis of Weapons, which basically helps her increase her shooting and her melee. At 5 years old, she is fairly proficient at using weapons. But you never can be too sure on an outpost like this. Even the children need to fight. Hold on, Carson is doing something. I'll be right back. Carson, what are you doing? Sorry, it sounded like Carson was getting into my dryer, and that's not something you ever want to do, is let a cat get in a dryer. All right, so we freed up a good bit of space in here. I feel like we can still free up some more. We won't normally have this much cloth on hand. I just stocked it because I was sick of seeing all the carpeting in the bedrooms not being done. Oh, you can't. All right. Deconstruct that. MISC. Need a comms console, so we'll put that. You fit in there nicely. Now we'll do this. Put that there. We will reinstall you there, and we will make sure that the flooring is well done. Granite tile, of course. right, structure, granite wall. Summon Diallo? No, I'm not doing that right now. Sorry. Sorry, game, I'm not doing that. Orders, mine this out. Diaboluses are basically... So, in order for me to run mechs, those cleaning mechs and the building mech and everything, and there's levels of mechs that you can research as well, I had to convert one of my colonists into a mechanitor by getting something in their brain called a mech link. And they can only handle so many mechs at once. So the way they handle more mechs is you either build fan nodes, which take a lot of power, or you get other links to help them expand how many mechs they can handle. So that and you use those chips to research higher quality mechs. All right, Ducky, have a good one, buddy. Take care. Flooring, carpet. What is going on? We will do this carpet a whatever color that is. Oh no. That's not good. I don't want to have a boomalope farm yet. So boomalopes are neat. Boomalopes and boom rats are basically these two animals in the game. And if you create a farm with boomalopes, you then don't need to have this set up here, because the boomalopes, you can milk them for chem fuel. The downside about boomalopes and boom rats is that when they die, they go boom. They explode. And I don't even know if that... Is it still over here? Raccoon. No, that's too big. What killed you? Huh. I guess old age or something? Is the corpse still over here? I can't find it. But anyway, so when these boom animals, the boom rat and the boomalope, die, whether it's from natural causes or for being shot, they explode. And it doesn't matter where they are, they explode. They go boom. So I kind of don't want... Which one is it? This is the one that's self-tamed. I don't want it. I'm going to release it into the wild. I could send one of my guys to shoot it, but I don't want to even tempt that. I'm not going to lie. Protein, where are you going? Hauling granite blocks times 5 to the wall. Okay, cool. So I would have just gone straight across here because I don't need this little shut here, but this is hydrothermic power. Oh, research? Research? Cool. We'll do jump packs first. So any extra hydrothermic power I can grab. I have 1, 2, 3 right now. Oh, crap. I have a prisoner. That's right. Who is a nudist, I believe. Yes, he's a nudist. He's a pirate captain, and he's a nudist. I mean, I could force him to wear... See, I'm at the point where I don't need somebody like that. I'll just wait. I'll wait until the Empire comes and I'll give them for tribute. Oh, actually, structure. I always like building. Hey, Royal Tribute Collector. As I live and breathe. I am going to do... He is an acolyte. With 4 points. So he needs... He will do the tribute. Where are they at? There they are. Go, Gideon. Go trade with the Empire. And while we're waiting for him to get out there... Oh, there we go. Yes, we will trade the captain, because I don't need him. All right, there we go. And did Gideon get that as a reward? Yes, he did. He's the one who got it. Great, that's exactly what I wanted. You can all stay there and get stuck in my base if you want to. Because that's what's about to happen. All right, granite wall. I need to build another layer of granite wall, because that's just the sort of person I am. We will prime that. We will also prime another layer of granite wall here. Now that those are done, you unfortunately can't just build a whole bunch. You can't just like, I couldn't put down blueprints to build a 3 thick wall because there's always some builder that gets stuck in the middle of the wall. And you have to have them undo what they built. And then go back. And it's very frustrating. I'm going to build... two wooden shelves here. And they will be for... This will be for... What are these? Packaged survival meals. Same here. Clear all. Packaged survival meals. Thank you. Headed out for the night as well. Hey, Stems, have a good one, buddy. Take care, man. They are intended to breach your walls. They'll determine their own path into your colony and destroy anything in their way. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, and they brought people with breaching axes. Okay. So first and foremost, we have to put everyone behind security. And security, just so you know, is an area that I have set manually that is well within areas that I consider secure where enemies are unlikely or won't likely get to. All right, let me pause it still. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 raiders. And just for reference, here's what happened to the last raiders. I dropped mortars on them because they congregated in one space too long. Which reminds me. I really hope I remade mortar. Yep, here we go. We have 25 high explosive mortar shells. Excellent! How many shell? What's the duration? 15 out of 20? 16 out of 20. Okay, cool. All right, I need to find somebody who is... He's not that good at shooting. I need to draft you, and I need you to operate the turret. You're good at shooting. You're good at shooting. You have nothing. You are melee. You are melee. You're okay at shooting, and you're nothing else. You're also my scientist, so I am going to draft you and have you man that. I really hope they don't rush. The rest of you... Move you over. Let me just save this. Nope, they're going right for it. Yep, they're going right for it. Okay. This is actually not a raid I'm used to. Oh god, they're already in my jail. Holy crap. All right, hold on. That's why I saved it. Right, we have the raid. Yes, we have the raid. Okay. Those guys are going there. Let's just wake these guys up. R. No. I need you. I need you. I need you. Sawyer is non-violent. I need you. This is going to be all hands on deck. I need you. Oh, wait a second. Which one is... Dominguez is... Dominguez is pregnant, right? Yes, I am not taking a chance with her, so... Dominguez, you're going there. All you three kids, you're going there too. Kata... Carry... and go here. Kate. Not. Okay. So you. And you. No, Jamin is going to there. Line up here. Let's just see if these guys are going to do the same thing. are doing the same thing. But did you already throw one? Oh God. Once again, I'm too focused on the goddamn mortars. Okay. All right, you ready for this? You're going to get into my base in the jail, which actually is not that bad, right? So they're trying to kill my people. Did you fire anything yet? Okay, you know what? All these guys are coming down here, so you fire there. And you fire there. Hopefully that hits where we want. Okay, so now these guys. Here, oh man, they're so hungry. Flak vest. All these guys have flak vests. Good. Okay, well, that's better than nothing. Super bass. Super bass. You need to be in an open field with what you have. So you're going to go over there. Excuse me. Walrus. No, that's humps. So what do I have over here? Do I not have another ranged person? 1, 2. Sawyer is non-violent. Oh, that's right. I have back to holding the kid down here. That's right. Oh, Smother. Damn it. Smother, you need to wake up. Equip that, and then come up here. Alright, so the mortars are less than good at the moment. But they really only work when people are bunched up, right? So basically what they've done is now they've breached my base. I don't know why they're busting that down. That's just stupid. But sure, thanks for doing that. Yeah, now you're just going to find yourselves... All right, you know what? So what I've done here is I've set up a classic defensive trap. They're going to go for the door, and they're going to come in here one at a time. And I'm going to be able to attack the person that sits here with all 5 of these people. Normally, I want another range there. Oh, Jesus Christ, they went around the cooler. Shit, that was not my plan. All right. Well, let's back. No, you stay there. All right, so we got one down. All right, I need to send Super Bass around and do some damage from the outside. Super Bass has basically a grenade launcher. This is bad, actually. Okay. So they are... Are they running away? Fleeing in panic. Yes, they're fleeing in panic. Okay. I need all of my people to do what they need to do at this point. But, Super Bass, except for you, we're going to go... Oh, look. Fire. No, I guess that's not as good as I wanted it to be. That's okay. All right. All right, so my base has been penetrated. Giggity. All right, so that just leads me to believe that I need to do more things to secure my base. Oh, geez. Hold on a second. Wait. All right, so I've got some captives that I need to take care of here. How many do I have? I've got Ryu. Dead in 6 hours. Bio. How about you? Greedy. Penitent? What is a penitent? I don't know what that means. Normally, oh, there it is. Okay, derp. All right, dead, 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 alive. Oh no, you're dead. Oh, that's my bot. That's doing that. No, what? You're not gonna cook 4 fine meals, okay? Both of my cleaning bots. They're hurting. Oh, lifter 1 is dead. No! All right, well, they quickly repaired that. I have it set to repair everything, so... Right, who needs medical treatment? Humps, you... Buddy. Oh, you're in no immediate danger? Okay, cool. Fine. Hey, Base Hero, what's up, buddy? That wasn't that bad. But I feel that means... I feel like I just was not prepared at all for them to make it through rock like that quick. I mean, to be fair, I mean, that's crazy, though, because granite is 900 out of 900, and only granite wall's 510. Like, they made it through 1800 HP of rock pretty quick. That's nuts. Yeah, he's being tended to. Chill, game. All right, haul that, haul that, haul that, haul that, haul that, haul that, haul that. Humps, can you just chill? Like, you need medical treatment. Rest until healed. Oh, so one of the really cute things that this game has built into the kids, as like kind of like they're growing and they're learning, they will just draw stuff randomly, and that's one of the random drawings that a kid did while they were in there. That's really, really cool in my opinion. Something they added, you know. Okay. Reinstall that. Reinstall there. Reinstall there. Reinstall there. Reinstall that. Build a copy there. So basically what I'm doing is I'm moving this playroom over one, and I'm going to expand the classroom into here. I was having a rotten day today, but after re-adding one of my closest friends on Discord, she said some words that made me feel a great deal better. That's great, Lapone. I'm happy to hear that. Mind giving me a real quick explanation of what's going on here, because I have no clue, and it looks really cool. Okay, Base Sphere. This game is called Rimworld. Rimworld's been out since about 2012. It is a colony builder, and at its vanilla roots, you choose 3 colonists from a choice of 5, and you can re-roll them to a certain extent, but colonists have stats, which you can see in the bottom right here. I have some mods in that enable you to see some stuff better, but basically they have stats, and then they also have passions for each stat. So if they have a single passion, they gain it a little bit faster. If they have a double passion, they gain it a lot faster. They love it. That's their thing. You need to maintain, you need to build a colony, build safe colony, grow crops and stuff, feed your people, house your people. And in the vanilla game, you're trying to get off this Rimworld because your people have crashed on this Rimworld, which, if you know, like the Star Wars universe, it is kind of like a planet that's like further out than Tatooine, like way out in the unknown regions, or like in the Outer Rim, right? So there's a lot of add-ons now, a bunch of DLC that expand on the game and make it a lot better. But it is as crazy or as relaxed as you want to do it. And this save is a very relaxed save for me. I had never had that idea until I read something on, I saw a chance comment on Reddit about it, so I thought I'd replay it with a very relaxed setting. And so this is what we have. If you want to see the crazy side of it, check out Ambiguous Amphibian on YouTube. Alex vs. the World, or Arnold vs. the World, something like that. And what is the English guy's name? Hold on. Let me get his name. I'm sure you guys have seen this other dude's name. Give me a second. Hold on. Looking. I'm looking. The Spiffing Brit. The Spiffing Brit has done some amazing content with this game to show you how crazy you can take Rimworld, because it is actually pretty crazy. Now, are they out? Oh, because they're charging. Okay. All right. All right, well. What is this? Oh, right. Okay. Let us... Max, I need a clean... Nope, there. I need a lifter. Right? Yeah, because those guys are charging. 1 and 2. Okay, Constructoid is fine. I need another lifter is what I need, right? Yes. All right, we'll repair those guys. And now I have to come back here and say you all are unrestricted except for the kids. The kids I keep behind security because reasons. Mark, what's going on, buddy? Happy Monday. Let's hit that like goal. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hope you had a... Well, actually, wait a second. It is Monday. It is Monday. Yes. Hope you had a good weekend. Speed this thing up again. Thank you, lifter. That shouldn't be there. This one, clear all cloth. Same with this one. Clear all cloth. Get some more cloth off the ground, free some more space. Thank you. A lot of cloth. Good lord. Ooh, cargo pods. What did they drop for me? Jump to location. Absolutely nothing. Get that. I don't want any eggs. Oh, that's wake up? Ooh. Oh, that... Wait a minute. I forgot about something here. Oh, okay, cool. Wooden small shelf. Psych IT and Yayo. Great. Now I actually need to make sure that none of my storage areas... So there are the equivalent of... Oh, here's a child drawing. There. Isn't that cool? There are illicit drugs in this game. And, you know, they do have negative effects on people. But there is a whole band of people. There's a whole, like, subset of people that are called wasters. And this is a subset of people that literally they thrive off of being high. What did I tell this person to do? Basic, and then do mining, art, and that. So I need to make sure that that is critical. For those items. Flake, Psychite Tea, and Yayo. So now that I've also unlocked, I need to make a little bit for this guy because... There we go. Psychoid leaves. Oh. Oh, I need psychoid leaves. That's right. Yeah, my weekend was good, Mark. Thanks. I need to... Do you do psychoid leaves? You do. I would do one of these in here. And have somebody attend to it. That right there, that alone should be able to take care of this person alone for a year. One or two stocks of this should take care of them for a year. Yep, see, look, drawing. Isn't that adorable? Need to figure out how to change this classroom up to get more space. So if I turn them sideways, will that work? Like, yeah, so that's getting 3, that's getting 3, that's getting 3, that's getting 3. You want to make sure each desk gets 3 chalkboards. Well, we're going to put these out in the hall for the minute. Need to remake this whole thing. Gotta move. Oh, nope. Gotta move each one out of the way. No. Okay. Oh, look, the kid came to help. That's neat. The kids came to help move the chairs. That's actually really cute. Okay. So let me see how this... Let me just plot these out for a minute. Where are the desks? They're in furniture, right? Yes, here we are. All right, so... I think I'm thinking about this all wrong. Yeah, the kid's going nuts. I think I need to do something like this, right? So, no, it needs to be one space off everything. Let me see if this works. So put this back in here like this. Wait a minute. So what happens is the kids sit in one chair and the teacher sits in another chair. So I want to see if setting it up like this I'm going to see if setting it up like this, if it doesn't matter which way the blackboards are pointed, and if one blackboard can do like all three or all six. Oh no. Oh, Dominguez just threw up because she's got morning sickness in the first trimester. Oh no. Oh, wait a second. How my prisoners doing over here? They're still asleep. Okay, cool. All right. Protein, I need you to do some consuming of fine meal. Wonderful. I need you to come out here and prioritize working on that granite wall. Okay? All right. And we have our replacement lifter, lifter 3. All right, now structure. We're going to build more granite wall here. And they went through 3. They were just determined, bro. They were like, nope, nope, not going to do it. Going to add a 3rd there. Prison break? Who's breaking out? Both of them? All right, fine. Where are my health? 8. Go. Armadillo, you are pregnant, right? No, you are not. Go. I want all my melee people here. They said hi to each other. That's nice. Aw, that one died. That's a shame. And Bakata, what happened to you? Bruise? Okay. Human fist, fine. All right. Well, that was quick. Okay. Actually, so now we're. Oh, so it works. Oh, great. That's perfect. All right. So basically what I was trying to... I wanted to make sure that I didn't have to, you know, make a crap load of chalkboards. And, like, what is the most efficient way to build a lot of school seats here, right? Because I don't know how many kids are going to be in here, and this is my first experience with this in the game, so I want to make sure I had plenty of coverage. Holy crap, we reached 10K that quick? Good lord, Mark. That's nuts, dude. Let's go! What's going on, Big O? 10K likes by Mark, Big O, and a couple other people on TikTok. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Okay. All right, I gotta build a... What do we have stone-wise? I'm gonna build a marble column. Right there. And right. Like right in there. All right, well, let's cancel that. Gonna build. Copy that. All right, so that's more than I had before, which is nice. And then what I can actually do is... No, cancel. Reinstall that. Kind of like there. Oh, there. Reinstall that. There. Marble column. See if that works. Well, and then we can, if needed, we can expand later, but this should satisfy all my student needs right now. I think we don't have plenty of wood, folks. Let's go. All right, and Jamin Layton. How many mechs can you handle? Bandwidth 5 out of 7. Okay, and why is that? Okay. So... I've got 2 cleaners, a builder, and 2 lifters. If I have like a 3rd cleaner, can I stop my guys from doing any cleaning at all? Oh, I can... You can get through? Alright, cool. Well, then I don't need to move that. Let me reinstall that over here. And in she goes into the cremator. Wait! Wait a minute! The kid just took a dead body and put it in the cremator! And has a minor debuff for seeing a corpse. This game, dude. This game. Oh my god, this game. Rimworld, bro. That's Rimworld in a nutshell. Alright, well, let's have a look quick at our prisoner. Sierra Ape. Good at melee, good to animals, good at crafting. Is a fast walker. Herder, weaver, breacher. What about health? Torso. We'll have to see what she looks like when she's healed. Let's quickly... Yeah, all these guys are unrestricted. Okay. What are you doing? Replacing broken components in geo... What? Uh-oh. One of my geothermals broke? Okay, cool. Okay, it's not broken anymore. What are you doing now? Resting? Nope. Sorry. I need you to prioritize that stuff. It's like I'm inadvertently going to get a... What are these things called? Buffalo herd. Going for 20k. Oh, we're at 12k. We're at 12k. Oh man, standard mech tech is when you get some pretty good combat mechs. High mech tech is when you get the really big ones. Ultra mech is when you get crazy stuff. Do we really have no meals? What's going on here? There we go. Cook. I gotta look at Lynx because she really shouldn't be working around. Lynx is a pretty good cook. So I'm just gonna have her be a kitchen person. Honestly, that's all you're gonna do, Lynx, is cook. You can barely move. Poor woman. Any favorite little guy? I don't know. In terms of the kids, I don't have really a favorite one yet because they haven't totally shown a personality quite yet. But the funny thing is like everything I've seen just incidentally about kids in this game is basically the kids become so OP, even if they're not genetically modified, it's not even funny. Colonist, but I understand what you're saying. Do I have a favorite one? Yeah, I would say my favorite one is the Super Bass. Because Super Bass has this incendiary launcher that when it hits right, it's devastating and it's hilarious. That reminds me, what is a charge lance? A pulse charge rail assisted lance weapon. It fires a single shot at high velocity, charging it with unstable energy as it leaves the... So is it melee? Or is it ranged? It's ranged, but it also is melee. Oh no, it's a ranged. It's primarily a ranged weapon. Because let me look at a chain shotgun. Yeah, that's a ranged weapon. All right. Let me put a bill on here for... do until you have... No. Do until you have... Why wouldn't I do a multiple of... Close. Okay. All right, so all those shells did help clean up things just a little bit. Just a little bit. $16K. Guys on YouTube, don't forget to like. TikTok guys are coming through. Oh, let me go up here. Oh, wait. I don't care about those guys. We'll leave those corpses there. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. What is that? Frag grenades? Meh. Take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. That and that. And frankly, I'm just gonna leave those corpses out there. I don't care. I don't need to bring them all back. I got other things, more important things to worry about. Like building up my freaking wall here, people. Extend that one. All right, so now I'm going to do granite auto doors. And I think I'm going to do them over here or over there. They come in this wall. You're ready to break through any of these walls here, but if I make doors here... Yeah. Actually, no. My goal is to have something built over here, so I want to make a path that's... I mean, eventually they're not going to be able to go that way. So I'll just put the doors over here. Granite auto doors. 1, 2, 3. And then power hidden. We'll extend it to there. All right, so I actually want to change. I want you get a steel mace. I want you to get a steel mace. Do I have steel maces down here? No, I don't. I am going to actually take the Gladius away. I want all my melee guys running around with maces instead. How's little Billy doing? Oh, Billy needs some food. What's Armadillo doing? Armadillo? Consuming a fine meal. You go and do that. You do that. How's Dominguez doing with the pregnancy? Second trimester. All right, well, we got a minute. Let me look to make sure that none of my guys have something they're missing. No health. Scratch car. The kids aren't missing anything. Nope. Kata, torso, and what about you? Oh, all right, cool. Oh, crap. I forgot to turn on the sun lamp. Well, now it'll grow. Let's do another save. 20K! 20K likes on the TikTok. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. What you doing? Loving? Oh, you getting some loving. Oh yeah. Wow, ticka wow wow. Who's working? You're working down here? Okay, cool. All right, where is Lynx's? Lynx is there. I feel like I need to swap Lynx with somebody that's closer to the... kitchen. Because Lynx just does not move. Yeah, I'm going to swap Lynx and Jamin. Lynx goes there. Jamin. Cool. Because Lynx does not move that fast. And I want her to just become a master cook. I need somebody to take some of the cooking load off of Gideon, because Gideon's got other things to do in the community. I bet your fingers are tired. That kibble? Okay. Alpaca, how did you die? It does not show how you died. That's one of the cool things about the game too, is everything is logged in the session you've played. Right? So like if you look at this guy, you can see that Ursay's beam repeater laser hit Kalen. Kalen's liver and torso was injured by the shot. Beam repeater injured Kalen's left foot. Kalen's shotgun blast missed by a small margin. Spine and torso were pierced by the beam repair. I mean, it's pretty specific. Oh, damn. Am I that low? On granite blocks? Actually, more that I need granite rough rock. We got tons over here. Granite chunks. Come haul them away. Baby girl's just sitting there mining. Actually, you know what, Base Fear? I got a soft spot for this one, baby girl, because she is so freaking devoted to mining and construction. Like, 1 second she's mining something super quick, and the next minute she's just off mining. Or excuse me, 1 second she's building something, and the next second she's just mining. She's gone. It's crazy. Excuse me. Oh, look. Playing chess. Cool. Cool. Meditating royally at the grand altar. Om, 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 om. What about Gideon? I'd be horrible at this game because I have ADHD. I would forget to do so many things. I have ADHD too, but this is just a game I really enjoy playing, you know? It could be, but let's be honest. Gaming is bad for your posture if you're not, you know, on the up and up and about it, you know? I feel like I need... How did you get inside? Oh, that's the random rat. Fine. I've got so much hay. I wish I could do more with hay. Masterwork. Danella has created a wooden dining chair of the Masterwork variety. Hey, good for you. Thank you. What happened here? I thought I had one there. Or did it move? Did somebody move it? Thank you. Oh, yeah, here. Look, there's a lesson going on. Hedgepeth and Amanda were working together. And her learning is at 100%. Pretty good at social. Getting up there and shooting. Pepper is getting up there in melee. Social's solid. Shooting is at a 3, so that's cool. And a year younger... Mireille. Billy. Well, hold on a second. Amanda very soon is going to be... Hold on a second. Oh, she's just a child. We'll see what happens here. Oh, I gotta put another light in here. Actually, let me move you. Oh, thank you, Pepper. Child's just taking the light and moving it. Appreciate that. What a good kid. All right. Now it's time to finally close off this inside here. All right, we got one door. People are just running around like crazy. Where are you going? Oh, playing horseshoes? Okay, that's fine. You can have some recreation time. Now where are you going? Wandering? Okay, fine. Go Pepper. Pepper's got a go frenzy. Pepper's just hauling all sorts of stuff. Dang. Wow. Yeah, I can't do that. A little bit beyond me. Are these things growing? Right by them. Yes, they are growing. Off for plant resting period. I've heard. How are you doing, bud? Yes, I hear you. Uh-oh. Does that mean it's gonna cool my house? No. We'll see if that thing does anything. Oh, wow. They finished those doors already? Cool. All right, and we got that locked, and we got that blocked. All right. That was weird. Now we just got to do these one at a time. What is going on here? Damn it. Okay. All right. Bertie, you're in the thing here. Sorry, I'm just seeing on the monitor here that my wife went in with my oldest, and I'm not sure what happened. I missed it. That's all right. Mark, for me, my mind works in ways like that. Yes, where my real problem, honestly, is shiny things, but remembering things long term, like day to day. What does this do? Okay. Not like a good old storm. All right, now we can do what I've been wanting to do for a while. Move this over to here. Hey! Yet another baby's going to be on the way here. So what this is called a grav engine, and it allows me to build a grav ship, which is a really neat next step in the game. That's like mid and end game stuff that we will get to in the next couple of weeks. All right, my triple wall is complete. These Muffalo are now mine, technically. And there we go. Awesome. I don't even know what to make yet. I gotta do some research on that. Oh, really? I don't want pigs. Animals. Auto slaughter. Pigs. 0. Close. I don't want pigs. Oh, and look. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 exactly enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we can have one more launch before I end stream. Just to say, see ya, suckers. Oh! Pig just got slaughtered. I gotta wait and check this. Do you guys grow at night? No, it's resting. It needs light level 51%. Yeah, I'm not staying up too late. Growth rate 172%. Done. Okay, cool. Buck self-tame. I don't want them. Animals. Auto slaughter. Buck is a deer, right? Yes, 0. Oh, I have it already set to 0. Good. Well, we're just gonna get slaughtered, my friend. Sorry. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fine evening. And with this last launch to our friends, the pirates downrange, I will bid you good night. That's it for me tonight. Thanks very much for joining me for some Rimworld and some excitement that we had. We sent some presents to our pirate friends. We got raided by some nomads. And yeah, I'll be back Wednesday with some War Thunder. Got a little specific thing planned for that. Coming up this weekend, is the Battlefield 6 open beta. And I'm going to try and get into that. I know it's open, but I'm going to make sure I can download it. Outside of that, thanks everybody for joining me. I hope to see you Wednesday or at a future stream. If I don't see you, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Have a great week. Good night, everybody. Basesphere, good night. Mark, good night. Big O, thanks so much for the likes on TikTok, guys. Take care. Good night.